Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you today about something that weighs heavy on many hearts: the question of love, marriage, and destiny. We live in a time when people are searching for meaning, searching for purpose, searching for the one person who will walk beside them for the rest of their lives. But I have news for you today. God has already chosen your life partner, and the name will shock you. You see, before you were even born, before the foundations of the earth were laid, God knew you. He knew every step you would take, every tear you would cry, every moment of joy and sorrow. And in His perfect wisdom, He has already written your love story. Some of you have been waiting for that special person. You've prayed, you've hoped, you've wondered, God, have you forgotten me? But I'm here to tell you, God never forgets. He never abandons His children. His timing is perfect and His plans are good. But here's the shocking part. The name of the one He has chosen for you, are you ready? The name is Jesus. Before you were even born, God had a plan for your life, including your future spouse. Nothing in your life happens by accident. Every step you take, every decision you make, and every person you meet is part of a divine design that has been woven together by the Creator Himself. When it comes to love and marriage, many people feel anxious and uncertain. They wonder if they will ever find the right person or if they will make the wrong choice. But the truth is, God is never uncertain. He is never caught off guard. He has already written your love story, and it is more beautiful than anything you could ever imagine. Many people try to take control of their love lives, believing that if they don't act fast, they might miss out on the one. But God does not operate on human schedules. His timing is perfect, and His plan is always for your good. The Bible tells us in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This includes your relationships, your marriage, and the person you will one day walk through life with. When you understand that God is the author of your story, it changes everything. You no longer have to live in fear or worry about when or how you will meet the right person. Instead, you can live in peace, knowing that God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail of your life. Every season you go through, whether it be waiting, growing, or healing, is preparing you for the person God has chosen for you. The waiting season is never wasted when it is spent in God's presence. It is in this time that He molds you, refines you, and shapes you into the person He created you to be. Some people feel forgotten, as if God has overlooked them. They watch others around them getting engaged, getting married, and building families, while they remain in a season of waiting. But God does not forget His children. He sees you, He knows your desires, and He hears your prayers. He is not ignoring you, He is preparing you. Just as a seed must be planted in the soil before it can grow into a beautiful tree, you must go through seasons of preparation before stepping into the blessing God has for you. Abraham and Sarah waited for years before they saw God's promise fulfilled. Joseph endured trials and hardships before he stepped into his destiny. David was anointed king, but had to wait before he took the throne. In the same way, your waiting is not a sign of God's absence, but of His perfect preparation. If He has you in a season of singleness, it is because He is doing something in you and for you that you may not yet understand. It is important to trust in God's wisdom rather than leaning on human understanding. The world tells us to follow our hearts, but the Bible tells us in Proverbs 3:05-6, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. God's way is higher, and his plan is far greater than anything we could create for ourselves. The person he has chosen for you will not just be someone who makes you happy for a moment, but someone who will walk with you in faith for a lifetime. When God brings two people together, it is not by chance, it is by divine appointment. The right person will not only compliment you, but will also challenge you to grow closer to God. A godly relationship is not just about romance, it is about purpose. It is about two people coming together to serve God, to build his kingdom, and to glorify him in their marriage. When God chooses your spouse, he chooses someone who will not only love you, but will also pray for you, encourage you, and stand with you through every season of life. In today's world, many people rush into relationships out of fear of being alone. They settle for less than what God has for them because they believe time is running out. But settling for anything less than God's best will only lead to heartbreak. A relationship that is built on human effort alone will struggle, but a relationship built on God's foundation will stand strong. Instead of searching desperately for a spouse, the focus should be on seeking God first. Matthew 6:33 reminds us, "But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." When you seek God above all else, he will take care of everything, including your love life. The key to trusting God's plan for your future spouse is surrender. It is releasing control and allowing him to lead. It is believing that the same God who created the heavens and the earth is also capable of writing your love story. It is understanding that the right person will come at the right time and in the right way. It is knowing that God does not make mistakes, and he does not forget his promises. The love story he has written for you is not just good, it is perfect. Before seeking a life partner, you must first build your relationship with Christ, the one who loves you unconditionally. Many people spend their lives searching for someone to complete them, someone to fill the emptiness in their hearts. But the truth is, no human being can fully satisfy the deepest longings of the soul. The desire for love, for belonging, for connection is not just about finding a spouse. It is about finding the one who created you and loves you with a perfect love. Until a person realizes that their first and greatest love is Jesus, they will always feel like something is missing. No matter how wonderful their relationship may be, the world teaches that love is about romance, passion, and chemistry. But real love goes deeper than emotion. True love is sacrificial, steadfast, and rooted in something greater than fleeting feelings. The Bible tells us in 1 John 4:19, we love because he first loved us. Love does not originate from human hearts, it comes from God. He is the source of all love, and unless a person is filled with his love first, they will always look to others to give them something that only God can provide. People often make the mistake of thinking that marriage will complete them. They believe that finding the right person will bring them lasting happiness and security. But no human being can bear the weight of another person's soul. A spouse can be a blessing, a companion, and a source of great joy, but they cannot take the place of God. When people expect their partner to fulfill them in a way that only God can, they place an impossible burden on their relationship, leading to disappointment and frustration. Jesus is the only one who can truly satisfy the heart. He is the one who sees every flaw, every weakness, and every failure, yet loves unconditionally. He is the one who never leaves, never changes, and never stops pursuing his children. His love is not based on performance, appearance, or achievements. It is a love that remains constant in every season of life. Romans 8:38-39 says, "For I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation, will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord." When a person fully embraces the love of Christ, they become whole. They no longer seek validation from others because they already know they are deeply loved by God. They no longer fear rejection because they are accepted by the one who matters most. They no longer chase after relationships to feel worthy because their worth is already found in Him. This is the kind of love that brings peace, security, and true fulfillment. Before entering into a relationship, a person must first learn to be complete in Christ. If someone is not satisfied in Jesus while they are single, they will not be satisfied in marriage. They will carry the same insecurities, fears, and emptiness into the relationship, expecting their partner to fill the void. But when a person is rooted in God's love, they approach relationships differently. They do not enter into a relationship out of desperation or fear of being alone. Instead, they wait patiently for the one God has chosen, knowing that they are already fully loved and secure in Him. A relationship with Christ is the foundation for a strong and godly marriage. A person who is devoted to Jesus will love differently. They will be patient, kind, and selfless because they have experienced the love of God firsthand. They will not be easily angered or hold grudges because they understand grace. They will not look to their spouse to be their everything because they know that only God can fill that role. Seeking Jesus first also means trusting His timing. Many people rush into relationships because they feel pressure from society, family, or their own expectations. They fear that if they do not act quickly, they will miss their chance at love. But God is never late. His timing is perfect, and He knows exactly when to bring the right person into someone's life. Instead of striving and worrying, the best thing a person can do is focus on growing in their relationship with Christ. When Jesus is the center of someone's life, everything else falls into place at the right time. The most important relationship a person will ever have is with Jesus. Every other relationship flows from this one. If someone desires a strong, healthy, and God-honoring marriage, they must first develop a strong, healthy, and God-honoring relationship with Christ. This means spending time in His Word, seeking Him in prayer, and allowing Him to shape their heart. It means surrendering their desires, their timeline, and their future into His hands. It means trusting that He knows what is best and will provide exactly what is needed. No human love can compare to the love of Christ. No spouse, no relationship, no romantic feeling can ever replace the security and joy that comes from knowing Him. When a person finds their fulfillment in Jesus, they are no longer searching for someone to complete them. Instead, they are walking in the confidence of knowing that they are already whole, already loved, and already chosen by the one who matters most. Instead of stressing over finding the one, focus on seeking God, and He will guide you to the right person. Many people spend their lives searching, worrying, and even chasing after love as if it is something they must earn or achieve through their own effort. The world promotes the idea that if you do not act quickly, you might miss your chance at happiness. This fear leads many into rushed relationships, broken hearts, and unnecessary pain. But the truth is, love is not something that must be hunted down. It is something that God brings in His perfect timing. God is not in a hurry. He is not watching the clock, hoping you will figure things out before it is too late. His plan has already been set in motion, and He knows exactly when to bring the right person into your life. The problem arises when people focus more on finding a spouse than on finding God. They believe that marriage will bring them the peace and fulfillment they are searching for, but true fulfillment can only be found in Him. Matthew 6:33 says, "But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." The promise is clear. When you seek God first, everything else, including the right relationship, will fall into place. Some people make relationships their top priority, constantly wondering when, where, and how they will meet the right person. They measure their worth by their relationship status, feeling incomplete if they are not in a relationship. But this mindset only leads to frustration and disappointment. When a person is consumed with the pursuit of love, they often settle for less than God's best. They compromise their values, lower their standards, and ignore red flags because they fear being alone. But when someone focuses on God, they are no longer desperate for love because they are already secure in His love. God does not need your help in writing your love story. He does not need you to manipulate circumstances, force connections, or rush ahead of His plan. In fact, trying to take control often leads to unnecessary heartbreak. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." Trusting God means surrendering control and believing that He will guide your steps, including your relationship. Many people fear that if they do not actively search for a spouse, they will never find one. But the Bible is full of examples of God bringing people together in unexpected ways. Adam did not go looking for Eve. God brought her to him. Ruth did not chase after Boaz. God orchestrated their meeting. Rebekah did not search for Isaac. God led her to him. In every case, it was God's timing and direction that brought the right people together. The same is true today. When you trust Him, He will lead you exactly where you need to be at exactly the right time. While waiting for God's timing, the best thing to do is grow spiritually and emotionally. Instead of worrying about when love will come, focus on becoming the person God has called you to be. Develop your faith, serve others, and use this season to strengthen your relationship with Him. A strong relationship with God prepares you for a strong relationship with your future spouse. When you seek Him first, you become more patient, more loving, and more prepared for the kind of relationship that honors Him. Waiting does not mean doing nothing. It means actively preparing for the future God has for you. It means trusting that He is working behind the scenes even when you cannot see it. It means believing that His plan is far better than anything you could create on your own. Isaiah 40:31 says, "But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." God strengthens those who wait on Him. He gives them peace, joy, and purpose even in seasons of waiting. When the time is right, God will bring the right person into your life in a way that only He can. There will be no striving, no forcing, no manipulation, just His perfect plan unfolding at the perfect time. Instead of exhausting yourself trying to figure everything out, rest in the truth that God has already figured it out for you. He knows what is best, and He will not let you miss what He has planned. The more you chase after love, the more it will feel out of reach. But when you chase after God, love will find you in ways you never expected. True peace comes not from knowing all the answers, but from knowing the one who holds the answers. He is faithful, He is good, and He always keeps His promises. Rushing ahead of God's plan leads to heartache, but waiting on Him brings His best for your life. Many people struggle with impatience when it comes to finding a life partner. They see others getting married, starting families, and moving forward in relationships while they remain in a season of waiting. The fear of being left behind can lead people to make choices based on pressure rather than faith. They begin to settle, compromise, or force relationships that are not part of God's will. But when something is rushed, it often breaks under pressure. A relationship built outside of God's timing may look promising in the beginning, but it will not have the firm foundation needed to withstand the trials of life. God's timing is not like human timing. He is never early, never late. He is always right on time. Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, He has made everything beautiful in its time. There is beauty in waiting because it allows God to shape, refine, and prepare both individuals for the relationship He has ordained. When two people come together before they are ready, the relationship struggles under the weight of immaturity, unhealed wounds, and unfulfilled expectation. But when two people wait on God's timing, they enter into a relationship from a place of wholeness rather than brokenness. Many people believe they must take control of their love lives because they fear that if they do not act, nothing will happen. But God does not need human intervention to fulfill His promises. Abraham and Sarah were given a promise from God that they would have a child, but when the waiting seemed too long, they took matters into their own hands. Instead of trusting God's timing, they tried to make His promise happen their own way, and it led to heartache and complications.